Hello and welcome to the Angus Report, a news program geared toward cattle producers. I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Paige Wallace. From American Angus Association headquarters in St. Joseph, Missouri, we bring you the week's top headlines, including a look at cow size and required forage.
A Nebraska cattleman offers some solutions to the most common labor challenges.
We take a look at what's next for beef exports.
And we get some cooking tips on creating a sizzling stir fry the whole family will love.
This is the Angus Report.
Our top story for the week: as cow sizes continue to trend larger, so do nutrient requirements. Ken Olson of South Dakota State University says producers must determine whether a cow's size matches available forage and whether she can pay her way.
In 1990, we had about, the average cow in the U.S. was probably around 1,200 pounds, and now they're at nearly 1,400 pounds. I looked at how many pounds of feed it would take to feed different sized cows for a year, and divided that by a variety of typical weaning weights to basically get a measure, a feed efficiency measure in terms of pounds of feed required for the cow to wean a pound of calf. A 1,200 pound cow weans a 500 pound calf. A cow that's 200 pounds heavier, the 1,400 pound cow, is going to have to wean a calf 50 pounds heavier to have enough additional weaning weight to pay her additional feed bill. One way to estimate cow size is to simply look at those cull cow sale weights, and then if necessary adjust them if you think the cull cows are not the same size as the cows in the prime of their life that stay in the herd. Find a scale, beg, borrow, steal, do something. Run your cows across the scale, and so you really know what they weigh.
There's a saying that good help is hard to find. That may be true, but one Nebraska cattleman says there are ways to find and retain quality employees on the ranch.
Today, what the assets are worth in agriculture, labor is the cheapest thing out there. But agriculture has to go ahead and agree that these people are professionals. You know, they're not hired help anymore, they're herdsmen, and having part of the operation, an interest in the operation is very important. I like to look at their attitude, you know, is it in their blood? Yes, they should maybe have an ag degree, but that's important too, but that can come afterwards. You got to find a person that wants and loves their job.
2011 U.S. beef exports were 21% higher than in 2010. That's according to recent USDA figures. Much of the growth in exports is due to increases in Canada, Japan, South Korea, and Hong Kong. Growth in countries like Egypt and Russia also added to the boost. The agency reports beef exports were up 83% to Russia alone. The USDA estimates more than 2.5 billion pounds of beef was exported in 2011. Like beef exports, U.S. Angus genetics are enjoying an increasing global demand.
The demand for good beef has grown all over the world, and that is, I believe, the prime driver for the interest, particularly in Angus genetics in those countries. Last year, 1,870,000 units of Angus semen was sold in Brazil, and I think the huge advantage that American genetics offer is EPDs and data that is well respected, completely reliable, and that is perhaps the strongest argument we have to sell those genetics in those markets. But the growth that has been, that the Angus breed has exhibited in the past 2 or 3 years is just amazing. It's grown by leaps and bounds every year. In the Brazilian market alone, the demand for this top quality beef is huge, let alone for export as well.
Earlier this month, USDA announced plans to close or restructure more than 250 USDA offices across the country. Now, a report in Bovine Veterinarian says the Obama administration reportedly favors a measure that could consolidate the Food Safety Inspection Service, or FSIS, with the Food and Drug Administration. Before determining any further proposals, however, Congress would need to reinstate consolidation authority. Last year, the Government Accountability Office proposed consolidation of the 12 current agencies that oversee food safety measures into a single agency.
When the Angus Report returns, we look at how information drives improvement on the ranch and on the farm.
Plus, how a simple DNA sample can determine parentage.